John 6:56, he who eats my flesh and drinks my blood abides in me, and I in him. I want to point two things out here. It says, he who eats my flesh and drinks my blood. I can look at that as salvation. I can look at that as accepting Jesus Christ, as following his commandments. There's a lot of ways, I guess, you could say that we could look at that, but I think the main way is if we're actually following him. If we accept him, one, because it says, eats my flesh and drinks my blood, receiving him, and then following him. And then it says, my second point is, it says, abides in me and I in him. So it starts with us. It says, abides in me, meaning we have to take the initiative and actually choose to abide in Jesus, abide in his commandments, his teaching, his precepts, his laws, what he tells us is right and wrong, actually living for him, not having a religious mindset, but a relationship with him, a real, true, authentic relationship. And then it says, I in him. Why? Because Jesus, he's always ready. He's always waiting. He's always sitting there at the table just waiting for us to actually be ready for him and accept him. So this is why it starts with us, because let's say we were waiting on him, he would do it. It would be, the roles would be reversed, but he's waiting on us. He's always waiting on us. He loved us when we were still sinners. So he's always been waiting on us to actually accept his invitation for a relationship, for salvation. So that's why it's our job to abide in him first, and then he abides in us. But the moment we start abiding in him, he abides in us. He's not waiting until I abide in him for about a year or two. Immediately he starts abiding in us because he loves us, and he's been waiting for this moment. He's been desiring this moment since we were born. So it's super important to know that it's our job to take initiative and giving our life to Jesus, and then we actually see him manifest in our lives.